Hello everybody, welcome to Just Up Right. My name is Doc Jean Ruder. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I'm your foreign educated physical therapist guide to United States application. I hope you guys are doing great. This channel is for foreign educated physical therapists because the process to actually apply here to the United States is bloody, it's messy, it's complicated, it's expensive, it's convoluted, it's not a straight path, it is hard. So I've been through the process, I know how it is. So I hope that this channel is helpful for you. Please do subscribe because it will help boost the channel so you can be part of my mission to reach as many foreign educated physical therapists around the world to ease the burden of US application, okay? So if you are wondering, people are asking me about the consultation. I do one-on-one consultation. That there is the link down below, okay? And also, I have master classes that will walk you through the step-by-step process to United application. I call that uspt turbocharge. I have master class that I will be like your mentor on how to do physical therapy evaluation, and I call that uspt dynamic documentation. I also have uspt the notes to walk you through the process of doing the daily notes, progress notes, updated plan of care, discharge summaries, and I also have that clinical practice, the tips in order for you to be a rock star physical therapist, winning the hearts of your patients and improving their functional level as well. Okay, all the master classes links are down below. Okay, so I'm going to discuss today one of the states again as voted by the viewers, subscribers. The state that I'm going to discuss today is the state of Arkansas. Okay, so Arkansas, it's near here, Missouri. It's in the Midwest area. So tips, guys, if you're going to apply to any state, Google is readily available. You have to Google it out, where it is in the US, what is the weather year-round in the state where you're coming, so that you are physically, mentally, emotionally prepared on what you're going to expect, weather-wise. So, for example, if you're going to Florida, it is unwise for you to pack a bunch of coats and boots and whatnot because for the most part of Florida, it doesn't snow, okay? So you have to do your own research about the state where you're going. Okay, so we're going to do the requirements for the state of Arkansas coming right up. Okay, so the way I did this is I Googled Arkansas Board of Physical Therapy. So you click on that and it will take you to the official website of the Arkansas Board of PT. There's so many things here, but you want to go specifically to exam app and instructions. So the exam app and instructions, so exam application and instruction will give you this PDF file that you can actually download for yourself for your own copy. So what I did is I made a slide presentation because I want to highlight the important parts. So that's what we're going to discuss right now. So on this PDF file, okay, Arkansas Department of Health, under that Arkansas State Board of Physical Therapy. So that's ARPTV, okay, AR. So NTIP, it is pronounced as Arkansas, not Arkansas, okay, Arkansas. So here you can see that they have their address, their phone number, fax, email, and website. Okay, so this is application instructions for licensure by examination. So they have a separate instruction for reciprocity or license endorsement. Okay, so this is for examination, by examination. So of course, any board will require you to pass the npte. Okay, so FSBPT is actually the one responsible that administers and develop the examination. But it is the responsibility of the Board of Physical Therapy to determine who are eligible to take the examination. Okay, so this one is very important. Arkansas is kind of strict. You know, it says here, no person who has failed the exam 2 times is eligible for licensure without presenting proof of additional education to the board office. Okay, so it's like you should have a refresher course before you can take another examination for the 3rd time, or for the 3rd time before you can apply again to Arkansas. This is whether or not the exam was taken in Arkansas. So even if you fail in other states, it will be counted, okay? Exam score must meet the criterion reference passing point equal to scaled score of 600 based on 200 to 800 scale, you know? So the passing score is 600 over 800, okay? Applicants must be graduates of board approved. So this is a board approved here in the US, so a CAPTE accredited. So if you are not CAPTE accredited, then you have to go through the credentialing process, okay, which we're going to talk about later. So no application is complete without all the required documents and fees, okay? Application for licensure must be complete within 1 year from submission to ARPTB, or the application and credentials must be brought up to date and resubmitted with payment of the applicable fees. All fees are non-refundable. So this is like in general, the states do this in general, that once you apply to them, you have 1 year to complete all the requirements. So like for FCCPT, they have 1 year also. And then after you're done with FCCPT, you should not think about it, whether you're going to do it, because somebody asked me, ma'am, I'm done with FCCPT, and that person, I think, applied to the state, but that person asked me, but he or she hasn't taken the board exam yet. So he was thinking about FCCPT 1 year expiration. So once you are done with FCCPT, you can forget about their 1 year expiration. Once you completed all your requirements and fee, and they already release your document, the new expiration date that you have to think about is for the state, not for FCCPT. I hope that is clear, okay? So next slide. So this is about the special accommodation. So if you have disability, then there's a form, ADA request form, that you have to fill out, and they require a comprehensive current report no more than 3 years old from a qualified examiner appropriate for evaluating your disability must accompany the request form. The request and supporting documentation must be submitted at the time of application submission, okay? Next, so questions about computerized npte. The licensure examinations for PT and PTA are offered on the computer at prometric testing centers. For common questions about npte, so you have to go to FSBPT website, okay? Eligibility to sit for the npte. Eligibility is like a letter saying you are good to take the examination, good to go, okay? ARPTV determines eligibility to take the examination based on the educational requirements and other guidelines listed in this application packet. If you are eligible to sit for exam, the board will inform FSBPT. So your eligibility letter will be sent to FSBPT. Usually it's electronic, okay? When you have been approved to test, FSBPT will email you confirmation and information about scheduling your examination. Your authorization to test will also be available on FSBPT website under status of my request. Okay, so if you are not eligible, then the Board of PT will inform you in writing of the outstanding requirements to complete before you are eligible to sit for the examination. Okay, so that's clear. Next, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so scheduling questions. I cannot see under the camera. Okay, so the scheduling will happen through the FSBPT website. Okay, so once the FSBPT release your authorization to test, it has a list of step-by-step process on how to register for the examination. I have a video here. I can put the link here or down in the description section on the step-by-step process for npte registration. Okay, and then Arkansas has jurisprudence examination. Okay, so majority of the states here in the US have jurisprudence exam. Not all, but many. Okay, so the passing score on the Arkansas Board of PT jurisprudence exam is required for licensure. So it can be found on their website, okay, under the online services menu button. Okay, so before taking the exam, you have to download the Practice Act and rules and regulations to reference during the exam. So as you can see here, to reference during the exam. So it's an open book. So it's not like Florida that you have to schedule the jurisprudence exam through FSBPT. You have to pay for it and you have to test like you're taking npte, closed book and exam, exam style of taking the test. But this one is an open book. You can get it from their website, open book, and then after the exam, a certificate of completion is available and you have to print it for your record. For your record, you don't have to submit it. The Arkansas Board of PT will print a certificate for your file. So they will have a copy for it on their end, okay? Background checks. So, just like I said in my other videos, every time I see background checks, you have to email. I actually emailed the board, but today they are closed because of holiday here in the US. I was trying to call them first and no one was answering. So I emailed them and then I received, automatic email back that it's holiday. So they will get to my email as soon as they can. But I was asking because every time I see background checks, on the form, for background checking, majority of them has social security number. So I emailed them and asked them if the applicant is outside the United States without social security number, can they still apply to Arkansas? So I have not yet received any reply for that. I will make a short video when I receive their reply and I will give you an update. But if you already know or you know someone who knows, put down your comment down below and we will share it to our fellow foreign educated physical therapists, okay? So they require criminal background checking prior to being issued licensure. A valid application for licensure must be on file prior to background checks being processed. No applicant will be issued licensure until the results of criminal background check are received, okay? So, next one, we have registering with FSBPT. That should happen on FSBPT website. Also, the exam dates are on FSBPT website. They have 4 times a year. Each time is 2 days, 2 separate days. So a total of 8 examinations in a year. Okay, next slide. Exam results, okay. So if you pass and are eligible for licensure, your license will be issued and you will receive your exam results, a wall certificate, and a wallet-sized license. If you fail the examination, a letter will be made to you with your exam results. You may take the examination a second time by registering with FSBPT online. If you fail the examination a second time, additional education is required, okay? So as we discussed before. So here, ARPTB application fees were required to be reduced by 95% from July 1, 2023 through June 30, 2025. I wonder what happened. Look at this. The application fee is $3. Okay, so this is until June 30, 2025. So grab a hold of this, guys. If you want to go to Arkansas, it's just $3 right now. This is the cheapest registration application fee I've ever seen in any other states, here in the US. Jurisprudence exam is $10, okay, paid online. All right. And then this is a separate, these are separate fees. These will not go to the board. This will go to FSBPT for the PT exam, okay, for $185. And then when you register to Prometric, it's $100.30 for PT and $82.60 for PTA. Okay. Documents required. Okay, so application for licensure as PT, PTA in Arkansas with all sections completed by applicant and the non-refundable $3 fee. Okay, so personal checks, cashier's check, or money orders are accepted. Cash is not accepted. Okay, a fee will be imposed for checks returned for insufficient funds. The second page of the application is required to be notarized by the notary public. Okay, so we're going to look at that form later on. Certificate of completion of jurisprudence exam. Again, you can get that through their website. You have to pay $10, and then you have to have a passing score of 70%. It's an open book. You may print your certificate for your record. Again, the board will print the certificate for your file. Okay. Background checking, as we have discussed before. Official transcript with registrar seal, including physical therapy degree and date of graduation, must be mailed directly to the board from the school. So that is keyword, directly to the board from your school before a permanent license is issued. So the board may also accept electronic transcript only if it is transmitted directly from the school through a secure electronic PDL transcript delivery service. Okay? If an original transcript is provided to a credentialing agency for evaluation of education, like for example, you apply to fccpt, a copy of the transcript is acceptable only from that agency in lieu of one mailed from the school. So you may, if you want, you can request from FCCPT or other credentialing agency of the copy of your transcript to be mailed to or sent to the Board of Arkansas. Transcripts sent by other means are not acceptable. So it means that if you yourself submitted your own transcript, they will not accept that because they want to make sure of its authenticity, that you're actually submitting the original one, or the school is submitting the original one, the authentic one, and not a falsified document. Okay? Next, English language proficiency. So the one that is accepted in the US is TOEFL. Okay? If you're going to take any English exam, just take TOEFL, not IELTS, because IELTS is not accepted in any states. It's always TOEFL. Okay? So for passing rate, the reading is 21, listening is 18, speaking 26, writing 24, a total of 89. So when you're going to take TOEFL, guys, you have to enter the code for Arkansas. It is 9862. Because if you do not enter that code, the ETS, the one performing the TOEFL test, okay, that company will not know where to send your score. And then after you already passed, for example, the TOEFL, you didn't realize you didn't put Arkansas, and you have to request for a copy of your score for ETS to send it to Arkansas. You have to pay another fee again. Okay, so it's very important that you know this code for Arkansas. So photocopies of score reports are not acceptable. And then you have the educational evaluation. So if you're not CAPTI accredited, then you have to undergo the credential evaluation. Okay, so for credentialing agencies for Arkansas, the approved agencies are fccpt, okay, fccpt, ICD, and IERF. Okay, fccpt is not a surprise because it is accepted in all 50 states, but they can also accept ICD and IERF. Okay. Okay, so receiving scores. So ARPTV received scores from FSBPT 5 days after the exam is taken. Okay, so the exam dates with timelines are posted on FSBPT website. Results will not be given by phone. So you may check your pass or fail status on the FSBPT website under the status of my request, under the top services. You are not eligible for licensure until your transcript is received by ARPTV. Okay, if you pass and are eligible for licensure, your score will be mailed with your licensure packet within 2 business days after the receipt of your score. So that's a fast processing. If you pass and you are not eligible, meaning you are lacking some documents for licensure, your score will not be mailed until you are eligible and your license is issued. Okay, a score report is available 10 business days after the test date at the FSBPT website. Okay, so this is the form, the application form for licensure by examination that you're going to submit. Okay, so here, this is the last name, the first name, and the middle name. Your mailing address, okay, complete mailing address, maiden or former name, social security number. So again, if you don't have social security number, we can put NA here, but do your due diligence to email them before you pay them, before you apply to them, if you can really apply without social security number. Okay, some states allow that. Some states are more restricted than others. Again, I'm still waiting for their reply, okay, about that. The city and state of birth. So for you, if you're not here in the US, you can put city and country of birth, your birth date, office phone number, cell phone number, your email. This is what your ethnicity is. This is your education, okay? Physical therapy schools and universities attended in descending order, beginning with the highest level of education. So if you have, name of the school, where is it located, the city and the state, or the city and the country, from what year to what year, what is your major and what is your degree. So for physical therapists, you can write bachelor, and then if you have bachelor degree, put your bachelor degree. But if you have a master's degree, put your master's degree first before your bachelor. Or if you have TDPT degree, put your TDPT degree, master's, then bachelor, okay? Requested and npte test date. So what is, the test date that you would wish to take the npte, okay? So here, you're just going to answer these questions. Okay, there are many questions in this page and other page as well. Are you currently licensed, or have you ever held license, registration, certification to practice as physical therapist or PTA in other states? Yes or no? Okay, so if yes, you must complete application for licensure by reciprocity instead of licensure by examination. Okay. Are you currently licensed, or have you ever held license, registration, or certification to practice PT or PTA in other country? Yes or no? Then you have to specify what country is it. How many times have you taken the npte, basically? Okay, here. Okay, this includes PES or ASI examination taken anywhere in the US, not just Arkansas. So the npte, basically, whether in Arkansas or other states. If one or more times indicate the dates and location of your nptes here. Are you current resident of the United States? Yes or no? And then you have to put what state you are in if you are a resident here in the US. Are you active member of the military being stationed in Arkansas? Yes or no. Next page. Are you a former member of military? Yes or no. Is your spouse active member of the military being stationed in Arkansas? Yes or no. Is your spouse a former member of military? Yes or no. Have you ever had license, certification sanctioned, restricted, revoked, suspended, disciplinary action? Okay, read the entire thing before you answer yes or no. So basically, if you have any case against you, okay? Is there any disciplinary action pending against you by the licensing jurisdiction, USDA, Drug Enforcement Agency, or any state or federal drug enforcement authority? Yes or no. Have you been convicted of a felony, okay, in any state or federal court? Yes or no. And then you have your professional experience, the dates, employer location, supervisor address, okay? And then your notarized signature must accompany this application. So you have to put your name here and then read this, that everything that you stated here are true, okay? And then sign it. And then, so this is what I found out, you know. So if you have to notarize something, do not sign it yet. You have to sign it in front of the notary public. So some of them are strict. So don't sign it yet. They want you, especially here in the US, if you want something to be notarized, you don't sign it on your own by yourself. When you are in front of the notary person, that's when you sign it, because they want you to see how you do your signature, if it is the authentic signature, okay? So they have to put the date here, and then their seal and the signature over here, okay? All right, so there you have it, guys. Thank you for requesting for that state. Your suggestion gives me direction on what should I do next with regards to video based on your need. Okay, so I really appreciate those who are suggesting different states so that I can make those videos. For other states that I haven't made, because it is hard to go through their website to find their requirements. So Arkansas is very informative when it comes to their requirements. So some states are not so much. So it's hard for me to make informative video, because their website is not saying much of anything. Okay, you have to make an account before you can see anything inside. All right, so let me know what you think about this video. Make a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, because you and I will be in a mission together to uplift the fellow foreign educated physical therapists and have their application a little bit easier than it is, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I wish you all the best with your application, because you are badly needed here in the US. Until the next video, stay blessed.